Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here with us. I guess I should say good afternoon. I'm in the middle of the United States, and so it is very early here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, but happy to be here sharing a little bit about SciPlay with you all. My name is Kimber Dall. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources here at SciPlay. So in my role, I oversee our 16-person team of HR professionals, talent acquisition leaders, who support the nearly 650 SciPlayers that we have around the world. I've been with the company for almost 7 years, so have seen it grow from the 80 people that it was in the United States 7 years ago to now this multi-country, much larger and publicly traded company that it is today. SciPlay is a company of phenomenal leaders, really great products, a passionate workforce, and a really great culture that has really deep roots. SciPlay very much combines a data-driven approach and advanced game economy with some really great content to create these thrilling, mobile game experiences for our millions of users around the globe. So, speaking of our growth and our great products, we'll take a quick look at our company history. And you can see here we have a long history. So the company was actually founded 23 years ago under the name of Phantom EFX. And it was three gentlemen who wanted to start a games company, and they made box casino products for PC. And as the iPhone released, obviously wanted to get into that space. And in 2012, a couple of really big things happened. One, Phantom EFX was acquired by a company called Williams Interactive, which is a slot machine manufacturer that wanted to get into the digital space that Phantom was already in. It was a great move for the company. It provided them the capital they needed to grow, as well as access to the extensive library of content that Williams Interactive already had. We also released Jackpot Party in 2012, which continues to be our largest game to date. It's one of the biggest social casino products on the market and continues to grow year after year, 9 years after it released on the market. Through 2013 and 14, we released another game. There was another acquisition, and we became part of Scientific Games, which is a huge global gaming, lottery, a casino company, 10,000 employees around the world. And between 2015 and 19, we completed and released 4 more titles, and also completed an acquisition of our first bingo game called Bingo Showdown. 2019 was a really big year for us. We went public, so we became a standalone, publicly traded company. And then over the last couple of years, we've purchased both Come to Play, which is an Israeli and Ukraine-based social games company focused more on the casual space, and then most recently added Kukoi in Finland to our growing kind of casual division of games. So where are we located? We have, as I mentioned, quite a global presence. We have a little over half of our employees are based in the United States, but the other half are based between various locations overseas. So Tel Aviv, Israel is our largest studio at about 200. And then our newest studio in Oulu, Finland, which Antti will talk a little bit more about, is the newest addition to our global footprint. All right. So not only do we have access to great talent in all of these great cities that we operate in around the world, but we have access to some really big brands because of our partnership with Scientific Games. So you can see them on the screen between Monopoly, Michael Jackson, James Bond, Star Trek. We've got access to a lot of really amazing brands. We also have a multi-game strategy. So even though our history is very rich in casino games, we're really now turning and focused more on our casual game strategy, which is the primary reason behind this acquisition in Finland. They have an exceptional team there in Oulu, and we're very excited on what we have them working on. We can't talk about it. It's kind of a top secret project right now, but super excited to leverage the great talent they have in the studio to help create a new product for us. All right. And I think most of what you need to know about SciPlay is really included on this page. These are our core values. They're how we speak, how we work, how we live, how we breathe at SciPlay. And we really believe that these values are really the secret sauce in maintaining our company culture, despite having been through multiple acquisitions, growing extensively. And I think one of the foundational items about SciPlay, which has led to the culture being sustained so long, is that I mentioned when the company started, we had 3 partners who started the company. 2 of those 3 are still with the company today, 23 years later, which is quite unheard of when you talk through, high tech and gaming and multiple acquisitions. But they've really created this great foundation that we've continued to build on. And so you can read more about our core values they're listed on our webpage, but it really serves as kind of a blueprint for how we operate at SciPlay. This slide is just kind of fun. It's a graphic we use a lot at SciPlay. We really hire for culture. And what I mean by that is every person that comes into the organization is definitely a unique puzzle piece, right? They're shaped completely differently. They have different interests, values, skill sets, but they fit in a very specific spot within the greater picture. And so we say at SciPlay that we hire for 51% culture fit and 49% the skill set that you're bringing to the table, because we can teach you a different programming language. We can teach you a different skill set. We can train you in certain ways. We can't teach people how to be great human beings, great coworkers. That's something that they really have to come into the company having. And, our people obviously make our culture, but we also put on some really great events. We do yearly development conference and company trips. If you want to take a look at, actually our Tel Aviv, Israel company trip is going on right now. So if you follow us on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, you'll probably see quite a few updates over the next couple of days of a really amazing company event that we're having right now in that studio location. We often bring in cater meals. We have a big focus on learning and development because we really believe in investing in our current employees. We really have a little bit of everything when it comes to culture, not to mention the ability to work on some really exciting projects, especially the project that the Finland studio is going to start working on shortly for us. Which leads me to introduce Antti. He's the general manager of the studio there in Finland, and he's going to take everyone through a little bit about that studio in particular.
Thanks, Kimber, and really great presentation. So our studio was founded originally in 2015, and we were first 4 main founders, and the team kind of extended really fast to 8 founding people. And since then, we have been growing to studio of 20 persons. We were known as Coco Games for multiple years before SciPlay acquired us during the summer this year, and since then we have been part of building their story on the casual front. As a studio, we have experiences from starting with own games, moving to entertainment IPs, from which we also moved to game IP-based projects. And for example, our latest known title, On Run, did reach plus 35 million downloads already. So we have also achieved some kind of success as a studio as well. Now we are working over a new exciting project, and as Kimber said, it's a top secret project, but hopefully we will be able to tell about it sometime soon to the world and kind of create something unique, something new and fresh for the players around the globe. We are looking for new people to join the studio now. We are looking for a senior product manager, backend engineer and QA lead to join the team. And most probably next year we will be looking for an analyst and some engineers to kind of complement the team and help us to grow the game that we are now building inside the studio. In addition to this, we are welcoming open applications if you are interested and you have some unique and special skills as well as something you can bring for us on the culture side. That would be very interesting for us to hear when you are making an open application. And that's pretty much about, in short, what the Finland studio is. Obviously, we will answer to any questions you will have, and please shoot out those after the presentation.
Yeah, and Antti will be at the booth for the next hour, I believe. If anyone's interested in jumping in and learning more about SciPlay there. We have all of our positions are posted on LinkedIn. You can also view them on our website. So whether you're interested in positions or Finland or know people in Ukraine or Israel or the United States that are looking for positions in games, we're happy to talk through that as well.